Meaning-oriented rational emotive behavior therapy, creating purpose and significance in life. This video will focus on expanding some features of rational emotive behavior therapy to address not only the meaning of particular situations and events, but to help clients address the meaning of life itself. In other words, the goal of the video will be to portray the ways in which rational emotive behavior therapy is a meaning-oriented form of psychotherapy that could prove helpful in treating individuals who struggle with life's meanings, a phenomenon often found in individuals experiencing depression, anxiety, addictions, and trauma. With a focus on its function as a meaning-oriented psychotherapy, we will explore the transformative power of REBT and include an interesting theoretical case study. Our exploration will consider the particularities of the psychotherapy model's principles, from expanding the scope of inferences to discussing cognitive restructuring of both inferences and beliefs, and implementing targeted behavioral interventions. Join us on this journey as we investigate the dynamic interplay among inferences, beliefs, emotions, and behaviors, offering insights for psychotherapists, graduate students, and individuals alike seeking a deeper understanding of how rational emotive behavior therapy shapes and revitalizes lives by instilling purpose and meaning. Rational emotive behavior therapy employs the ABC model. A. Activating event, B. Beliefs, and C. Consequences. The activating event represents the external or internal trigger habitually held inferences and beliefs that largely cause emotional and behavioral responses. Dysfunctional beliefs, which include demandingness, awfulizing, frustration and tolerance, and negative global ratings of self, others, and life, are evaluations of the content of the inferences or interpretations of events and situations. For example, someone losing a job, activating event, might hold beliefs such as plus, I must always succeed, demandingness, or losing this job is catastrophic, awfulizing. Dysfunctional behaviors linked to these beliefs might be expressed as withdrawal, procrastination, or avoidance. Inferences, central to REBT, are the cognitions or thoughts attributing meaning to events or situations. They function as interpretations life experiences. Expanding the definition to attributing meaning to life itself involves individuals holding overarching evaluations of the purpose or futility of existence based on events or circumstances. For instance, someone experiencing multiple setbacks might hold the inference that life is inherently meaningless and believe that they are fundamentally undeserving of happiness. These inferences tied to particular beliefs significantly impact emotions and behaviors, shaping one's worldview and influencing subsequent reactions to life events. Dysfunctional emotions include anxiety, depression, hurt, guilt, anger, and shame, and they arise from specific dysfunctional beliefs. REBT employs pragmatic, empirical, logical, and friendship disputes to challenge these beliefs. For example, challenging the beliefs contributing to anxiety might include challenging the client's demanding belief, I should always be successful. A pragmatic dispute might challenge the demandingness by asking a question such as, how helpful is it to demand success? An empirical dispute challenges whether there is any evidence that supports the beliefs. It might take the form of, what evidence do you have that you should always succeed? The goal of the disputes is to have the client realize that in the case of the pragmatic and empirical disputes, the client doesn't gain anything helpful by holding the belief, and that there is no evidence supporting the belief. To dispute the awfulizing that might be associated with depression, REBT might employ a pragmatic dispute that has the form of asking, how does it help you to believe that the situation you are experiencing is awful or a catastrophe? An empirical dispute might take the form of asking, what evidence exists that proves this situation is genuinely catastrophic? Depression, hurt, guilt, anger, and shame often derive from negative global self-ratings or unhelpful comparisons. The model disputes the beliefs causing these unhelpful negative emotions by questioning the utility of self-flagellation. Does holding on to guilt serve any constructive purpose? An empirical dispute would ask whether the client holds any evidence for the global negative self-rating. Logically, they're prompted to consider if the universal condemnation they impose is helpful in any way or whether it leads instead to negative life consequences. Expanding the definition of inference to encompass attributions of meaning to life allows REBT practitioners to address fundamental existential crises. By challenging overarching negative conclusions about life's purpose or meaning, individuals can reevaluate and reconstruct their beliefs to foster a more adaptive and meaningful worldview, thus altering their emotional responses and behavioral patterns toward a more fulfilling existence. Certainly, expanding inferences to encompass attributions of meaning to life involves reshaping the lenses through which individuals perceive their existence. Here are several examples illustrating how inferences can be expanded to attribute meaning to life and features of life, aiding clients in transitioning from meaninglessness to a life rich in purpose. 1. Interpreting adversity as growth opportunities. An individual might infer that life is meaningless due to persistent adversities. By reframing these challenges as opportunities for growth and learning, they can attribute a deeper meaning to life. For instance, seeing setbacks as lessons rather than insurmountable obstacles alters their inference about the purposefulness of life, fostering resilience and personal development. 2. Finding purpose in connections and relationships. Clients struggling with meaninglessness might infer that life lacks significance due to a perceived absence of meaningful relationships. By recognizing and fostering connections with others, attributing meaning to life through the depth and quality of relationships, individuals can create a narrative centered on shared experiences, support, and love, enhancing their sense of purpose. 3. Discovering meaning in contribution. Inferences attributing meaning to life can shift towards the helpful impact one can have on others and the world. By engaging in activities that contribute positively to society, volunteering, mentoring, or pursuing a career that aligns with their values, individuals may derive profound meaning by thinking they're making a difference in the lives of others or in the world at large. 4. Embracing the journey of self-discovery. Some might perceive life as meaningless due to a lack of self-understanding or direction. Expanding inferences involves attributing meaning to life by embracing the journey of self-discovery. Through introspection, exploration of passions, and personal growth, individuals can infer that life's purpose lies in continuously uncovering their potential and evolving as individuals. 5. Finding meaning in moments of beauty and wonder. Attributing meaning to life can involve recognizing the beauty and wonder present in everyday experiences. By acknowledging and savoring moments of joy, nature's beauty, artistic expression, or personal achievements, individuals can infer that life's richness resides in these small but significant instances. 6. Understanding life as a tapestry of experiences. Encouraging clients to view life as a tapestry woven from various experiences can expand their inferences. Every moment, whether challenging or joyful, contributes to the richness and complexity of life. By attributing meaning to the diverse range of experiences, individuals can recognize the multifaceted nature of existence and derive purpose from its richness. Expanding inferences to encompass attributions of meaning to life involves guiding individuals to reinterpret their experiences, relationships, contributions, and self-discovery. By reshaping these interpretations, individuals can construct a narrative that imbues life with profound purpose and significance, aiding them in transitioning from a state of perceived meaninglessness to a life filled with depth and fulfillment. Let's now consider specific inferences for each of the 6 examples just covered. 1. Interpreting adversity as growth opportunities. Specific inference. Life's challenges and setbacks are opportunities for personal growth and learning rather than insurmountable obstacles. 2. Finding purpose in connections and relationships. Specific inference. The depth and quality of my relationships with others define the meaningfulness of my life. 3. Discovering meaning and contribution. Specific inference. My life gains significance through the positive impact I make on others and society, regardless of scale. 4. Embracing the journey of self-discovery. Specific inference. The purpose of life lies in the continuous process of self-discovery and personal evolution. 5. Finding meaning in moments of beauty and wonder. Specific inference. Life's richness and purpose are evident in the moments of joy, wonder, and beauty I experience. 6. Understanding life as a tapestry of experiences. Specific inference. Every experience, whether challenging or uplifting, contributes to the intricate tapestry that defines the meaningfulness of life. Each specific inference represents a distinct way of attributing meaning to life, reflecting a shift in perception from a stance of meaninglessness to one where life is imbued with purpose and significance. These inferences shape how individuals interpret their experiences and the world around them, guiding them towards a more fulfilling existence. It is important to realize that inadequate or dysfunctional inferences about various aspects of life can significantly impact an individual's sense of meaning and fulfillment. Here are examples illustrating the negative impact of inadequate inferences. 1. Inadequate inference about adversities. Negative inference. Life's challenges are insurmountable and only lead to further suffering. Impact. This inadequate inference can involve asserting that adversities have no purpose or opportunity for growth, and when associated with dysfunctional negative beliefs, lead to helplessness, stagnation, and prolonged distress. It reinforces a perception of life as inherently meaningless and filled with continuous hardships. 2. Inadequate inference about connections and relationships. Negative inference. No one truly cares or understands me. Relationships are sources of disappointment and pain. Impact. Such an inference undermines the potential for meaningful connections, isolating individuals and preventing them from seeking support or nurturing relationships. It perpetuates a sense of loneliness and estrangement, reinforcing the idea that life lacks interpersonal meaning. 3. Inadequate inference about contributions. Negative inference. My actions have no impact or value. Nothing I do will ever make a difference. Impact. This inference may diminish motivation and prevent individuals from engaging in activities that could provide a sense of purpose. It contributes to feelings of insignificance and a lack of fulfillment, reinforcing the perception of life as devoid of meaningful contributions. 4. Inadequate inference about life as a journey of self-discovery. Negative inference. There's nothing to learn or explore about myself. I am who I am and cannot change. Impact. This inference may hinder personal growth and development, fostering stagnation and a reluctance to explore new facets of oneself. It contributes to a sense of resignation and a lack of motivation to seek personal growth or self-improvement. 5. Inadequate inference about moments of beauty and wonder. Negative inference. Happiness and beauty are fleeting illusions. There's no true joy in life. Impact. This inference may lead to a dismissal or ignorance of moments that could bring joy or wonder. It fosters a bleak outlook, preventing individuals from finding pleasure or meaning in life's simple yet beautiful experiences. 6. Inadequate inference about life as a pattern of experiences. Negative inference. Life is a series of meaningless events. There's no coherence or purpose to my experiences. Impact. This inference may create a sense of chaos and lack of direction, hindering the ability to derive meaning from life's varied experiences. It contributes to a feeling of disconnection and disorientation, reinforcing a perception of life as random and devoid of significance. These inadequate inferences reinforce a narrative of meaninglessness, trapping individuals in a cycle of despair and disconnection from sources of potential meaning and fulfillment in life. Rational Emotive Behavior Therapy involves inferential disputes, that is, disputes of false and unhelpful inferences. These disputes can take the form of pragmatic, empirical, logical, and friendship disputes, as we saw in disputing dysfunctional beliefs. Let's focus on possible pragmatic and empirical inferential disputes of the inferences in our previous examples. 1. Inadequate inference about adversities. Negative inference. Life's challenges are insurmountable and only lead to further suffering. Pragmatic dispute. Is it practical or helpful to view all challenges as insurmountable? Have there been instances where difficulties led to personal growth or learning? Empirical dispute. Where is the evidence that all life's challenges are insurmountable and lead to suffering? Can you recall situations where you faced challenges and emerged stronger or learned valuable lessons? What evidence suggests that all adversities only lead to suffering? 2. Inadequate inference about connections and relationships. Negative inference. No one truly cares or understands me. Relationships are sources of disappointment and pain. Pragmatic dispute. How does it help you to think that no one understands you, and you will end up disappointed and in pain? Does it benefit you to generalize all relationships as disappointing? Are there instances where you felt understood or cared for by someone? Empirical dispute. Where is the evidence that no one truly cares or understands you? Can you recall specific relationships or moments where you felt genuine connection or support? What evidence contradicts the inference that no one cares or understands? 3. Inadequate inference about contributions. Negative inference. My actions have no impact or value. Nothing I do will ever make a difference. Pragmatic dispute. How is it helpful for you to think that your actions have no positive impact or value? Empirical dispute. Where is the evidence that none of your actions positively impact others or have value? Can you recall instances where your actions had a positive impact, even if seemingly small? What evidence contradicts the inference that nothing you do makes a difference? 4. Inadequate inference about life as a journey of self-discovery. Negative inference. There's nothing to learn or explore about myself. I am who I am and cannot change. Pragmatic dispute. How does it help you to think that you have nothing to learn and that you can't change in any way? Does it benefit you to hold on to a thought that prevents personal growth? Are there areas of yourself you've wanted to explore or improve? Empirical dispute. Where is the evidence that you can't learn or change in any way? Have you experienced changes or growth in aspects of yourself in the past? What evidence suggests that personal change or self-discovery is impossible? 5. Inadequate inference about moments of beauty and wonder. Negative inference. Happiness and beauty are fleeting illusions. There's no true joy in life. Pragmatic dispute. How helpful is it to think that happiness and beauty can't last? Is it helpful to dismiss all moments of joy as fleeting illusions? Are there moments that have genuinely brought you joy? Empirical dispute. Where is the evidence that all happiness and beauty are impermanent and fleeting? Can you recall specific instances where you experienced genuine happiness or joy? What evidence contradicts the belief that there's no true joy in life? 6. Inadequate inference about life as a pattern of experiences. Negative inference. Life is a series of meaningless events. There's no coherence or purpose to my experiences. Pragmatic dispute. How helpful is it for you to think that life is an endless series of meaningless events with no purpose? Is it helpful to assume that all of life lacks purpose or coherence? Are there themes or lessons that might connect your experiences? Empirical dispute. Where is the evidence that all of life is a series of meaningless events? Can you identify any patterns or themes in your life experiences that suggest coherence or purpose? What evidence contradicts the belief that life is devoid of meaningful experiences? By disputing unhelpful inferences such as these, individuals are encouraged to challenge and reevaluate their negative inferences, fostering a shift towards more adaptive and constructive inferences about life and its meaningfulness. Now let's apply what we have just learned to consider a hypothetical case. Sarah, a 28-year-old graphic designer residing in a very busy urban environment, presented seeking psychotherapy for an ongoing problem of depression that had increasingly intensified over several years. Raised in a close-knit family with a strong emphasis on academic achievement and societal expectations, Sarah's early years were marked by a drive for success. Despite excelling in her creative pursuits, a persistent undercurrent of perfectionism and demanding self-standards shaped her worldview. Recently, Sarah has found herself at a crossroads, grappling with a growing sense of dissatisfaction and a profound feeling of being unfulfilled despite her professional achievements. Her journey into therapy is prompted by a series of events that unfolded over the past 6 months, serving as a catalyst for her emotional distress. The climax came when she received a prestigious award for her design work, a moment that many individuals would have celebrated. Instead, Sarah found herself overwhelmed by a deep sense of emptiness and questioning the purpose of her pursuits. This emotional turmoil spurred her to seek therapy as she grapples with the distressing realization that her relentless pursuit of success has not translated into the fulfillment she longs for. Sarah's struggle with existential questions and emotional unrest isn't a recent phenomenon. Rather, it has been present throughout most of her life, and especially in the past few years. Examining her history reveals patterns of self-imposed pressure, with symptoms intensifying during periods of significant accomplishment. These symptoms, marked by a sense of emptiness, apathy, and a questioning of life's meaning, have impacted various domains of Sarah's existence. In her relationships, she often withdraws emotionally, fearing that genuine connections will expose her vulnerability. Professionally, while garnering accolades for her creativity, the joy of achievement is short-lived, replaced by a persistent sense of dissatisfaction. Sarah's symptoms have cast a shadow on her recreational pursuits, as activities that once brought joy now feel devoid of meaning. As therapy begins, the exploration of these long-standing patterns will be essential in unraveling the complex tapestry of Sarah's emotional landscape and paving the way for a more fulfilling and purpose-driven life. Sarah's upbringing was characterized by high expectations for achievement and success. Growing up in a competitive environment, her parents, both accomplished professionals, emphasized the importance of excelling academically and establishing a successful career. As a result, Sarah was groomed to prioritize achievement above all else from an early age. While this upbringing instilled a strong work ethic in her, it also laid the groundwork for her beliefs surrounding the meaning of life. Throughout her academic years, Sarah was an exceptional student, consistently earning top grades and accolades. Her achievements were celebrated and praised, reinforcing the notion that success in academics and later, career, was the ultimate measure of worth and significance. As Sarah transitioned into adulthood, her career aspirations took center stage. She pursued a degree in marketing, driven by the desire to excel and meet societal expectations. Her professional journey was marked by rapid success. She climbed the corporate ladder swiftly, earning recognition and promotions for her exceptional performance. However, as her career soared, Sarah's personal life lagged behind. Her relationships were fleeting, characterized by surface-level connections and a reluctance to invest emotionally. A series of failed romantic relationships, coupled with distant familial dynamics, contributed to her growing belief that relationships lack depth and genuine connection, further feeding into her sense of isolation. Over time, Sarah's dedication to her career became all-encompassing. Long hours at work became the norm, leaving little time for personal pursuits or meaningful connections outside of her professional sphere. She found solace in the measurable success of her career, equating it with her sense of self-worth. As the years passed, Sarah's symptoms of emptiness and detachment intensified. Despite her achievements, a growing sense of hollowness pervaded her life. The emptiness that she felt after work hours and during weekends became increasingly difficult to ignore. Her success in her career, once a source of pride, began to feel hollow and devoid of real significance. Sarah's recreational activities became limited, reduced to mindless distractions rather than genuine sources of pleasure. She withdrew from social gatherings, citing work commitments, but in reality, it was her growing disillusionment with the superficiality of social interactions that pushed her further into isolation. Her spiritual and personal growth domains remained underdeveloped, as her focus on career success overshadowed any pursuit of deeper connections or self-exploration. Her life became compartmentalized, with work consuming most of her time and energy, leaving other facets of her life neglected and devoid of any real meaning. Sarah's journey reflects the gradual erosion of meaning across various domains of her life, with her relentless pursuit of career success eclipsing any opportunity for genuine fulfillment and connection in other areas. The initial emphasis on achievement, while fueling her professional success, ultimately left her adrift in a sea of meaninglessness in her personal, social, and spiritual realms. She presents as an intelligent, driven individual on the surface, known for her exceptional work ethic and success in her career. However, behind this lies a deep-rooted feeling of emptiness and purposelessness that permeates various aspects of her life. Let's consider some of the dysfunctional inferences, emotions, and behaviors held by Sarah in the various domains of her life. Dysfunctional inferences. Sarah's primary dysfunctional inference revolves around the thought that her achievements and success in her career hold no intrinsic value or meaning. She attributes her relentless pursuit of career goals to societal expectations rather than personal fulfillment. This inference began early in her life within the family, where success was equated solely with professional achievements, leading her to infer that other aspects of life lack significance. Additionally, Sarah holds an inference that relationships are transient and devoid of genuine connection. Her past experiences of failed relationships and a lack of emotional depth in familial interactions reinforce this thought. She tends to view personal connections as fleeting and ultimately inconsequential, contributing to her overall sense of isolation. Dysfunctional emotions. Sarah experiences a mix of emotions and physiological states, such as depression and frustration. Despite her career successes, she experiences a persistent void that dampens any sense of accomplishment or joy. This pervasive emptiness leads to moments of profound melancholy, further reinforcing her belief in the meaninglessness of life. Her interactions with others are often tinged with a detached demeanor, as she struggles to connect emotionally. Fearing that investing in relationships will ultimately lead to disappointment and reinforce her inference about the futility of forming genuine connections. Dysfunctional behaviors. In Sarah's pursuit to fill the void, she overworks herself, pouring most of her energy into her career. She often works late hours, sacrificing personal time and neglecting her well-being. Her recreational activities are limited, with no hobbies or pursuits that bring her genuine joy. She avoids social gatherings and refrains from forming deep connections, fearing the inevitable disappointment and reinforcing her inference that relationships lack substance. Despite her success in her career, Sarah feels unfulfilled and disconnected from any sense of purpose or meaning. Her life lacks balance, with her professional achievements overshadowing other domains. She struggles to find solace or fulfillment outside the confines of her career-driven life, further deepening her belief in life's inherent meaninglessness. Sarah's spiritual and personal domains are underdeveloped, as she perceives them as inconsequential in the grand scheme of her perceived purposeless existence. Her beliefs, emotions, and behaviors form a complex web, sustaining her overarching belief in the lack of meaning in life and perpetuating her sense of emptiness and disconnection. Her case illustrates the intricate interplay among dysfunctional inferences, beliefs, emotions, and behaviors, each reinforcing the other in a cycle that sustains her perception of life's inherent meaninglessness. Treatment plan. To address Sarah's profound sense of depression and meaninglessness, Rational Emotive Behavior Therapy, REBT, offers a multifaceted approach involving inferences, cognitive restructuring, and behavioral interventions to foster a greater sense of purpose and fulfillment in various domains of her life. 1. Expanding inferences. Technique. Expand inferences beyond career success to encompass meaningfulness in relationships, personal growth, and contributions to others. Intervention. Encourage Sarah to explore alternative ways of attributing meaning to life, emphasizing the significance of connections, personal development, and contributing positively to others' lives. 2. Cognitive restructuring. Technique. Challenge rigid beliefs about success equating to worth. Dispute the belief that relationships lack depth or value. Intervention. Engage in inferential disputes to challenge Sarah's unhelpful inferences. Encourage her to explore evidence contradicting her beliefs, fostering a more balanced perspective on success and relationships. 3. Behavioral interventions. Technique. Encourage engagement in activities fostering personal growth, connection, and exploration. Intervention. Implement a gradual schedule adjustment, allowing time for personal pursuits and activities that bring joy or foster connection. Encourage participation in social events or hobbies that align with her values and interests. 4. Mindfulness and self-reflection. Technique. Introduce mindfulness practices to increase self-awareness and reflect on values and life priorities. Intervention. Introduce mindfulness exercises to help Sarah become more attuned to her emotions, thoughts, and values. Guide her through self-reflection exercises to explore what truly matters to her beyond career success. 5. Building meaningful relationships. Technique. Focus on developing deeper, more meaningful connections. Intervention. Support Sarah in exploring avenues to build authentic relationships. Encourage open communication, vulnerability, and empathy in her interactions, helping her recognize and embrace meaningful connections. 6. Balancing life domains. Technique. Encourage a more balanced approach to life, nurturing neglected domains. Intervention. Collaboratively design a schedule that allocates time for personal growth, social interactions, hobbies, and self-care, ensuring a more balanced approach to life beyond work. 7. Exploring values and purpose. Technique. Facilitate exploration of personal values and purpose beyond career achievements. Intervention. Engage Sarah in discussions and exercises aimed at uncovering her core values and what brings intrinsic meaning to her life, guiding her toward pursuits aligned with these values. By employing these REBT-based interventions, the treatment plan aims to challenge Sarah's rigid and unhelpful inferences and beliefs, expand her perceptions of meaningfulness, encourage behavioral changes that foster genuine connections and personal growth, and ultimately help her cultivate a more fulfilling and purpose-driven life beyond the confines of career success. Regular therapy sessions will provide a supportive space for exploration, reflection, and adjustment of interventions as Sarah progresses toward a life marked by deeper meaning and fulfillment. In navigating the depths of existential meaninglessness, rational emotive behavior therapy may be helpful in creating a path toward profound personal transformation. Sarah's journey serves as a testament to the intricate interplay among inferences, beliefs, emotions, and behaviors, highlighting the pervasive impact of a perceived lack of meaning across various domains of life. By using the Rational Emotive Behavior Therapy psychotherapy model, we've explored the expansion of inferences, cognitive restructuring of both inferences and beliefs, and targeted behavioral interventions as pivotal tools in guiding individuals toward a life rich in purpose and fulfillment. By challenging rigid inferences and beliefs, fostering self-reflection, nurturing meaningful connections, and exploring values beyond societal expectations, REBT opens doors to a more holistic and fulfilling existence. However, the journey toward discovering meaning in life is a nuanced and deeply personal one. It requires patience, self-exploration, and a willingness to challenge ingrained inferences and beliefs. Each individual's path to meaning is unique, shaped by personal experiences, values, and aspirations. As we conclude this exploration, it's important to note that this video serves as an educational tool, offering insights into the principles of rational emotive behavior therapy and their potential application in fostering meaning in life. It is not intended to offer specific advice or treatment in legal, medical, or psychological realms, but seeks to inspire curiosity and understanding in navigating the complexities of human experience. In the pursuit of a more meaningful life, may we continue to explore, question, and embrace the multifaceted nature of existence, carving our paths toward deeper connections, personal growth, and fulfillment. Disclaimer: the information provided in this paper is for educational purposes only and does not constitute professional advice in legal, medical, or psychological matters. Individuals seeking guidance in these areas should consult with qualified professionals.